Tonight's been a really interesting discussion between different CIOs from different areas of the NHS. It's been quite a high-level discussion.
We've had a roundtable discussion with a number of CIOs around the benefits of EPRs and how you accelerate digital transformation by implementing an EPR. I think the important thing is, particularly when you are on a limited budget, is that you don't trip up and make mistakes that your other colleagues have made.
The experience of those around us is fantastic. That's really what has made it beneficial for these last sort of 2 or 3 hours, is just hearing but making connections with others around.
It's quite a lively debate. We were able to really get down to what you need to be able to start entering into a programme like this and to make it a success.
Digital go live of an EPR is just the beginning of the organisation's journey. Beyond go live, we need to think about what the outcomes are for hospitals, for the NHS, for patients, for mental health, for community, for general practice, and start to articulate our stories in that language.
There are things that you reflect and potentially angles that you would look at this subject that you wouldn't necessarily consider without attending this kind of meeting. I think it really gave a great forum for people to be able to air their concerns, air their aspirations and share that learning. And even with predominantly digital attendees, there was very much focus on how we make it better for clinicians and how we basically improve the lives and the experience of our patients.
One of the key things we spoke about were electronic patient records. Part of that journey was around how do you implement them in a way where you get the most value, how can you make it safe, and of course, how do you maximise what you do for that clinical patient benefit as such. So some great experiences by the colleagues today. Of course, I'm looking to take that into our own experiences back in my trust.
It's so interesting seeing how others have done it. They've done it 5 years ago. It's not actually not that much different, and the solutions are there in front of you, and they're not necessarily that expensive. You don't need a company coming up and telling you you need to buy X, Y, and Z. If someone else has done it and said, well, actually, that's a bit rubbish, try this, or don't forget to ask them about that.
I have an even greater respect for what these guys do and how difficult their job is and how difficult it is to implement an EPR.
I think all of the attendees tonight have felt that there is something new and something to learn from their counterparts, and I think there's a lot to learn from different areas of the NHS. An event like this is really for a CIO or maybe CCIO. I think maybe in a future event like this we would be getting more clinical input.
We had 2 clinicians on the table. I think it would be interesting to get more clinicians, and anybody who's about to undergo or looking to procure or install a new EPR, I think they will get a huge amount of value from lessons learned from people who've done it before, through building a network of peers who are going through similar challenges. It will just help them de-risk things, I think.